And we have been talking about staying safe in this winter weather. And joining us now is Houston Fire Department Captain Cedric Robinett. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Caroline Collins here, in case you didn't know. We've seen this weather-related crashes over and over and over again out on our Houston roads. How busy have your crews been today?
Thanks for having me, Caroline. Yes, HFD has been very busy dealing with motor vehicle accidents throughout the city. And we want to encourage citizens to, if you don't have to be on the road, don't be on the roads. The ramps have ice on them. They're very slippery. So we want to encourage everyone to stay off the roads as much as possible. First responders, police and fire, we're going to need those clear roadways to respond to calls. So we appreciate it if you stay off the roads during this time where we experience this winter blast.
People are really going to be trying to stay warm tonight. There's a bunch of different situations. Maybe, your heater's not working, whatever. Can you go over some safety tips on space heaters and fireplaces, the do's and the don'ts?
Absolutely. As we try to stay warm during this winter blast, we want to encourage citizens to do so safely. Okay, so if you have a space heater, you want to make sure that space heater is at least 3 feet away from all combustibles, your curtains, your furniture. You don't want anything close to it so it can catch fire. Also be aware of loose clothing. You don't want loose clothing close to your space heater as well. Do not use your stove or your oven to warm your home. All right. That causes carbon monoxide buildup, and as we know, that's a silent killer. Such as generators. If you decide to use a generator, if you have to use a generator, make sure that generator is at least 20 feet away from your home. It should not be used indoors. That includes your garage. If you think like you have to crack the garage or open a window, that is completely not safe. Make sure that generator is at least 20 feet away from your home, okay? You make the carbon monoxide a silent killer. Some side effects of carbon monoxide is dizziness, headaches, nausea, confusion, blurred vision. If you start experiencing any of those symptoms, please call 911.
And can you explain what can happen if you use your car to warm up in? Because people do this. We've seen it so many times. They get in their car in their closed garage, and it same thing, like the carbon monoxide effect, the silent killer. What can happen, and what do people need to know about using their car as a place to warm up?
Absolutely. You do not want to use your car inside of your garage. And if you decide to use your car, make sure your car is backed out of your garage, open air, and make sure your house door is not open. Make sure no windows open, because those gases can build up in your home. Like I said, it's a silent killer. You can't smell it, you can't see it, you can't taste it. All you do is start experiencing symptoms, and sometimes carbon monoxide poisoning is fatal.
And just lastly, quickly, whenever you start experiencing those symptoms, you get some people get like tired or maybe nauseous feeling. Is that correct?
That's absolutely true. You get tired, nauseous. You may feel like you may have to throw up. Some people get confused and blurred visions. Those are all symptoms, early on symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. If you start experiencing those, call 911.
Great. And also over on our website, fox26houston.com, we do have a full list of all the warming centers and how to call for help. We've been telling everyone in Harris County, call 311 if you're in need, and just make sure to get yourself to safety. And remember all these tips about space heaters, and you don't use your stove or your oven to warm up, because carbon monoxide can be fatal. We've seen it in storm events like we're having now. So Captain, thanks so much for coming on and sharing those tips with us. I hope you and your crew stay safe tonight.